Hello and welcome to WKP. Today we're going to be tracking Invest 92 in this live update. Invest 92 is showing signs of possible formation, so let's get right into that. So as you can see, we are on Google Earth right now. That is Invest 92 you are looking at right here. Over the past few days, there have been a lot of disorganized showers and thunderstorms associated with this storm. It isn't really compact yet, but the conditions for this storm are very good for formation. So let's take a look at windy right now. Right around the center of this storm, we're getting anywhere from 16 to 19 miles per hour wind, even up to 24 mile per hour wind. Not very strong wind, but our gusts are topping out around 21 to around 29 miles per hour as of now. The National Hurricane Center believes this storm will start strengthening overnight and into tomorrow, likely becoming a tropical depression by late Thursday or on Friday. In the next 48 hours, we have a 70% chance of this thing forming. The next 5 days, we have a 90% chance of this storm forming. So it's likely we will see some formation. And the reason we're going to see that formation is because the wind shear in the area is moving out. So I'm going to pull up the Atlantic wind shear map and just show you what's been going on. All right, so, oh no, that was not what I was expecting. Anyway, as you can see, the conditions right here are favorable for development of tropical systems. This was not the case a few days ago, and there was a lot of shear in the area, but it has since started to move on out in this direction. So the conditions are becoming more favorable, leading to a higher chance we could see formation. The water temperature right now in this area is very, very warm. As you can see, the water temperature looks like it may be around 29 degrees Celsius or even higher, which would mean it would be around 85 to like 89 degrees. So very warm water, very good conditions for formation. Let's take a look at the models for this storm. The GFS believes that we'll start to see some more formation of the storm. The GFS doesn't really have this coming in very strong, and then a high is going to come in and push Invest 92L, which could become a storm pretty soon on through South Carolina and out into the Atlantic Ocean. So that's what the GFS is showing. Let's take a look at a few other models. We're going to take a look at the CMC, which is kind of accurate, but not the most accurate. Anyway, CMC has it coming up, not really forming and just kind of moving on through, never really gaining enough strength to become a threat. So let's take a look at the NAVGEM model, one of my favorites personally. Hopefully this will load. Alright, so here we go. The NAVGEM doesn't seem to have it forming much either, just coming in and probably bringing plenty of rain, but I do believe these models will start changing in the next few days. We're going to take a look at one more model, and that is the Icon model. So, let's see here. Let's let it load. The Icon has this thing forming a little more, coming on into land, but the common consensus is that we're going to see a landfall anywhere from around Texas to Louisiana, possibly up into Mississippi. So if you live in those areas, you need to keep an eye on the storm, and we will see some heavy rain up into the Carolinas, which isn't uncommon for these storms that make a landfall in this area. So I do believe, because of the strong conditions in the area, that we could possibly see a depression, definitely, and we could even see a tropical storm. I would predict on landfall, if Invest 92L does become Claudette, I would expect anywhere in here, based on the models, as where the landfall is going to be, and I would expect wind speed of this storm, if it does become a tropical storm, to be anywhere from around 50 to 65 miles per hour, even up to 70 miles per hour at strongest for the wind speed on landfall. Let's take a look at what we have as of spaghetti models. So the spaghetti models are taking it out into the middle of the Gulf, and some of them just stop right around here. So after that, there's only one model that's taking it into Louisiana, but as you can see, the GFS and a few others are taking it into Louisiana or Texas. So really, if you live in this area, this would be where I'd keep an eye for this storm. Now let's take a look at what the strength of this storm could reach. A few models have it getting to tropical storm strength, with the NNIC model bringing in almost to hurricane strength. I do think that we will see wind speeds top out around 45 to possibly near 65. Oh, this is in knots. I'm sorry. So it will definitely be around 35 probably to 55 knots is where I think we will see this storm top out. So if you guys have any questions, I will be answering these questions very soon. So let's head on over to YouTube where I will answer your questions. And then we will would be where I'd keep. Okay,